The story begins with a 19-year-old boy named Jack, who lives in the US with his uncle, his mother's brother. Jack lost his mother during childbirth, a trauma he never recovered from. Deep down, he blames himself for her death. One day, his father invites him to spend the holidays in England. Despite their strained relationship, Jack agrees. Upon arriving, Jack's father tries to bond with him, but Jack is distant and quickly storms off to his room. From the balcony, Jack notices a woman outside, hanging clothes to dry. Curious, he sneaks out to watch her. His father approaches and explains that the woman is Maria, their housemaid. She's in her 40s, but still very graceful. Jack is instantly drawn to her. His father introduces them, asking Maria to look after Jack while he heads to a business meeting. Later, Jack grabs his camera and takes a walk outside, capturing shots of nature. When he returns home, Maria welcomes him with a glass of lemonade. Maria gently asks if Jack lives with his mother. Jack opens up, revealing that his mother died giving birth to him. A year later, his father remarried, but his stepmother never treated him with affection. He shares how he grew up longing for motherly love. His relationship with his father also turned cold over time. Eventually, his father and stepmother got divorced. Hearing all this, Maria feels deep sympathy and says she understands his pain. She informs Jack that dinner is ready and that she's heading home for the evening. That night, Jack's father suggests they go out for dinner, but Jack yells back, "I'm not hungry. Just leave me alone." The next day, while Jack is out taking photos, a girl approaches and starts a conversation. They talk for a while, and Jack tells her he's visiting for a few days. Suddenly, he sees Maria arriving on a bicycle. Though the girl tries to keep talking, Jack ignores her and walks away. At home, he sees Maria reading a book in the garden and secretly snaps a few photos of her. Later, in the kitchen, Jack asks her for lemonade. Maria hands it over with a smile and casually asks about the girl he was speaking to. Jack simply replies, "I just met her today." Later, Maria gently asks Jack, "Do you have a girlfriend?" Jack smiles faintly and replies, "No, I don't." Maria then curiously asks, "Why do you hate your father so much?" Jack opens up, saying, "He never really acted like a father. He was always too busy with his work. Never had time for me." Hearing this, Maria softly responds, "Maybe you should talk to him about it. I believe he loves you, even if he doesn't show it well." Jack then asks her, "How long have you been working here?" Maria says, "It's been 2 years now. And no, I'm not married yet." They both sit down for dinner, and the atmosphere feels warm. Jack expresses, "I really enjoy talking to you." Maria smiles and says, "If you ever need anything, I'm always here." From that point on, a gentle friendship begins to blossom between them. One day, Maria brings up Jack's upcoming birthday and asks, "So, how do you plan to celebrate?" But Jack suddenly becomes upset. That day holds pain for him. It's the same day his mother passed away while giving birth. He never celebrates his birthday and instead falls into deep sadness every year. Jack says quietly, "I feel depressed on my birthday." Maria is moved and says, "I understand your pain." Jack's story reminds Maria of her own heartbreaking past. She begins to share her story with Jack, tears forming in her eyes. Maria begins, "When I was your age, I was in a relationship. I became pregnant, but the man I loved left me. Still, I wanted to keep the baby. But when my parents found out, they were furious. They let me give birth, but took the baby away and gave it to someone else." Maria says she left home in anger and still blames herself for being separated from her child. Jack listens with empathy and tries to comfort her. Through this shared pain, the emotional bond between them grows stronger, drawing them even closer. Meanwhile, Jack's father genuinely wants to rebuild their relationship, but his job constantly pulls him away. Jack, feeling abandoned again, grows even more distant. Today, too, his father must travel out of town. Before leaving, he tells Maria, "Please take care of Jack." That night, Maria and Jack sit together, but during dinner, Jack refuses to eat, still upset with his father. Maria gently urges him, "You should try talking to your father. Maybe forgive him for the past and give him another chance." Her words carry warmth. Slowly, Jack begins to eat, and then quietly heads to his room. But sleep doesn't come easily. His mind lingers on Maria. Jack takes out his camera and starts looking at the photos he secretly took of her. Lost in her thoughts, he eventually drifts off to sleep. The next day, something unexpected happens. Maria's ex-boyfriend shows up to see her. She invites him in and offers coffee. He tells her that he still hasn't moved on and wants to start over again. But Maria calmly says she's not ready for a relationship right now. He looks disappointed but tells her, "If you ever need anything, you can still reach out to me." With that, he leaves. What neither of them realizes is that Jack had overheard the entire conversation, quietly listening from a distance. The next morning, Maria wishes Jack a happy birthday. He just turned 20. Jack jokes and asks, "Where's my gift?" To which Maria playfully replies, "If it's not too expensive, I'll bring you whatever you want." Jack then looks serious and says, "Promise me, whatever I ask, you'll give it." Maria, a bit hesitant but smiling, agrees. That's when Jack confesses, "I want you, Maria. I've developed deep feelings for you." Caught off guard, Maria steps back and tells him, "This is wrong, Jack. I don't feel that way about you." But Jack insists she's lying. Maria stands firm and says she's telling the truth. Jack becomes upset, saying she probably wants to go back to her ex, and adds, "I was finally happy on my birthday for the first time." Heartbroken, Jack suddenly reaches out to touch her, but Maria slaps him and pushes him away. Just then, the doorbell rings. Maria opens the door to find the girl Jack had met earlier. Jack, still angry and confused, leaves the house with her. The girl confesses she likes Jack, but he tells her, "I'm sorry, I love someone else," and he walks away, back to the house. One night, Jack sees Maria silently crying in her room. Feeling terrible, he walks in and hugs her tightly, telling her how much he loves her. But as he starts touching her, Maria gently pushes him away and says, "I love you too. But this isn't right, Jack. There's a big age gap between us. This can't work." Jack pleads, saying, "You're the first person I've ever loved. I don't want anyone else." After some hesitation, Maria gives in. The two grow closer that night, but she still reminds him to talk to his father and mend things. The next day, Maria is working in the kitchen when Jack sneaks up from behind and hugs her again. But just then, his father returns home. They quickly separate and pretend as if nothing happened. Jack's father brings a birthday gift and invites him for dinner, but Jack refuses and storms off to his room. Maria convinces him to give his father a chance. That night, Jack talks with his father over drinks. He accuses him of being an absent dad, of remarrying too soon after his mother's death. His father explains he did love Jack's mother deeply, but remarried only so Jack could be raised properly. He apologizes and asks for a chance to fix things. Jack dozes off after drinking, and his father gently puts him to bed. The next morning, Jack tells Maria he wants to spend the whole day with her, as he's leaving tomorrow. They go out together and share meaningful conversations. Jack expresses his wish to be close to her one last time, and Maria agrees. At her house, after being intimate, Maria gets emotional. She reveals how, years ago, after her baby was taken from her, she tried to meet him, only to learn he had died in a car accident. Maria blames herself, sobbing in Jack's arms. He comforts her and tells her to let go of the past. Maria finally says, "We can't be together, Jack. It's time to move on. Fix your bond with your father." Jack agrees, heartbroken but understanding. That evening, he returns home and talks kindly to his father, for the first time in years. His father is overwhelmed with joy and tells him, "Tomorrow morning, the car will come to take you back." Jack packs his bags to leave, but before going, he meets Maria one last time. He gently kisses her and says, "You'll always be a part of my life." Then he hugs his father, finally forgiving him. With tears in his eyes and a soft smile on his face, Jack steps into the car, ready for a fresh start. A few days later, Maria visits her mother after many years. Seeing her brings a wave of joy and emotions. She tells her mother she is pregnant. It's Jack's child. Her mother is overjoyed, and Maria, now working again at Jack's father's house, often finds herself lost in Jack's memories. She recalls the time Jack told her she'd be a wonderful mother. Maria now promises to bring her child into the world with love and strength. Their short-lived bond became a turning point in both their lives. And that's how Jack and Maria's story ends. Two hearts, briefly connected, changing each other's lives forever. So, what are your thoughts on Jack and Maria's relationship? Let us know in the comments below. If you like the story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And hit the bell icon so you never miss our upcoming movie explanations. See you in the next one. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy.